clutches, and they're off to the Legends stage. Mousesports in the face of so much resilience from G2, certainly on train. Dust 2 the second, and it's Vertigo where it reaches. It's good put in the hours on this map. Thank you so much, gentlemen. It's time for us to jump in. They don't have the weapons that it suggests
No,
they do.
certainly don't. This is the pistol round. It will be
panic.
G2 on the T side and heading towards A. Now, this is the new version of the map. A lot of teams were focused towards the A bomb site and the older iterations. I'm interested to see if that trend continues here. You can see the gap in the wall, of course. That's going to be a very influential part of the map. I can't tell you what grenades they have right now. I simply don't know. So we're going to go and learn together what they have.
Let's find out together. It does look like they're going to be going for that three-man jump on towards Crane. You can do so without the line of sight from that boost spot that Karrigan finds himself in. The smoke comes in, and Rops is actually on the dankest of flanks. If Karrigan can keep up a bit of resistance, Rops can start to push where it hurts. Nice work. Karrigan's doing a great job in surviving. Kenny, however, keeps things level. In fact, now the lead in favor of the French. Frozen's looking to change it. Swings in, doesn't connect the shot into Amanek's dome, but still breathing, still kicking. And now just 2 versus 1. It's Rops with the element of surprise. He can stop that plant if they choose to go for it, but instead the bomb's on its way towards B. They're playing this oh so well. Shocks towards Elevator, trying to keep him contained.
Yeah, over towards B they go. The bomb will be planted, and it's going to be now a very difficult task for Rops to get himself back into this one. He has found himself a kit, however, but he's got so many obstacles to overcome here. He's heading towards the CT spawn position, and Amanek surely is going to get the kill here. One of them will, and it will be G2 bouncing back after losing their first couple of frags there.
Early contact for Amanek. The CTs, however, get a lot of control. With that smoke, they are now available to contest on ladder room. I say ladder room, that's where Shocks finds himself, and finds himself a frag. Voxic gone, Frozen's low, likely gonna be 2. No.
Wow.
That's an AK. He's going to be able to get away with that one. Hopefully get it into the hands of someone with some Kevlar and some more health. It's going to be Rops looking for the delivery.
That CT push towards middle is going to be very prevalent as well. You can win a lot of eco rounds with just that push towards middle. You can segregate Ts with nice utility usage, and you can see the AK-47 now in the hands of Rops as G2 make their way back towards the A side here. 3 MAC-10s, 1 AK-47. They've got control of the ramp. You can boost each other up from that sandbag if you'd like to. They're going to focus is getting up the ramp. They feel comfortable with the control they have right now. Karrigan jumping up on the Goblin box there, not going to work out for him, and now they can sit back and wait. They don't have to rush the plant here. They can see the reactions before they make their next move.
Oh, but that's a great connection from Rops. Catches Jax down to 3. The older iteration of Vertigo, it was a lot more contact through that wall, but with the gap, it's much more of a risk.
It's a nice smoke there thrown towards the elevator room. Advantage G2. Lucky's just going to confirm that there's no one close range towards the bomb site. It's Rops is waiting towards the lobby here, as the plant will come in momentarily. There are plenty of nice plant options where Kenny's standing right now. That's a nice open plant. You can also plant the left-hand side of the bomb site there and defend the bomb from the scaffolding position. He certainly did get 2. 20 seconds remaining. Kenny S and Lucky, do they continue towards A? Are they going to push all the way towards B? They're confirming the site's clear. The bomb will go down, but Frozen and his dastardly Deagle coming up from the A ramp. Can he find yet another headshot?
They're using him as somewhat of a bait. Gets the shots, tags up Lucky. And now, with backs turned and damage done, he has a chance. It's Chris J. Oh, Kenny's seen him. That should be the end of it. He had one. Unfortunately for him, it's obscured a little bit. Now, he'll have an opportunity to get some more information.
He spotted him. I think Kenny's looking at that with conviction right now, so he will spot the first. So they are keen Vertigo players, it seems. The pounce comes in from the CTs. It was looking a little bit troublesome for G2 at one stage, but it looks like it's all under control right now. USPs will find 1 kill with a 4-man A stack, and now just Rops. I dare say he probably gets a kill here. Oh, not quite lucky. We'll finish things off. 3-0.
Here comes the execute. They want to commit towards A. They're going to send in the MAC-10 first. Amanek, the scout. He's going to be bouncing around, looking for all the information he can gather. And Frozen, he's going to have to reveal his location. He can't wait any longer. Gets the 1 with 16 HP. That's not bad. And Rops is doing all the rest of the heavy lifting. Double kill, escaping through the smoke, or perhaps not. What on earth is going on? He saw him, but Rops still breathing, still kicking. Catches Voxic. That's big from Lucky. 9 bullets in the mag. He's going to be on his own now, and not enough to catch him. That's a big one from Mouse. That rather aggressive TP. You can have a look towards Catwalk at a risk of your own life. Excuse me. Nice pick onto Shocks. That's Chris J. B defense. It's Rops and Chris. And Molly catches Lucky. He's actually going to be forced to use a smoke for that one to get out. Trying to play around it. Nice hunt from Rops, but he does have to sacrifice his life in pursuit of information.
You can see how powerful that 1 smoke is. There's no backup from your teammates there. You're locked in toward that B steps position. This is very good from Mousesports here. They seem to have a firm understanding as well how to operate here. Frozen taking control of the ladder room. You can see what a prime position that is. That's why you don't want to let the CTs in towards that spot. 4 versus 1, Amanek with a Krieg, a smoke, and not much else. Starting to slow down. G2 lose 2 in a row. Presumably Eco into the following round as well. Voxic, AWP, patrolling towards B, and it will be the Incendiary that doesn't quite catch Amanek, but he will sit back and wait for 30 seconds on the clock, seeing if he can take anyone down with him.
Gonna go down kicking and screaming, but they're all jumping on the bridge. They desperately want the call to come in that they're all there.
He fell down the ladder, and he's got the bomb. That's insane. Did the Incendiary just legit land down the ladder and didn't go off? He still gets that frag. I can't believe it. And now he's got the bomb, 2 kills. Frozen is getting into 5th gear.
That's lovely stuff from Frozen. Seems like he's going to try and make this his home. It's a whole new take on the pop dog angles. Breathe this one in. See how they handle it. The Molotov this time will find the floor, and Kenny forced to back away. Lucky in the meantime has gathered some ground on A, but he's got so much to clear. This corner that Carrigan's holding, it's almost a guaranteed frag, and lives up to that guarantee. Oh, Chris wasn't ready for that. Did get dinked by the Glock twice, so low. Finished off eventually. And now Kenny finds another Frozen swinging. That low HP that Amanek managed to create now creates 2 players standing with rifles, no armor of course.
How about for the hole at A? We call it shelf.
Shelf.
That's
you've
good,
done,
right?
You've done well there.
That's all right, isn't it?
Well, it's better than A-hole.
I don't know. I think we'll keep that on the maybe pile. But for now, it will be Kenny, who has actually got a slight chance of doing some of this. We'll call it shelf for this game. See how it feels.
Let's see how it feels. Let's take it for a spin.
Yeah.
Try it on.
Foxy looks like he's in prime position to close things out here. His high send, creative smoke.
Oh my God.
Rops isn't messing about at all. This is ruthless.
That's
And
so
no
brazen.
smoke down. They've got 2 players towards the CT side of the steps. It's lucky to detect the second player there. Oh, the damage exchange. They both go down to low. It's Rops at 20, Lucky 46. Bomb down, but now only 1 player towards B.
The angles are so interesting on these stairs. If you're not holding it actively, if you're not holding an aggressive angle from Rops' POV, he can look like he can walk under those stairs.
Yes.
He could walk through that smoke with no one seeing him.
Jax is done for here.
Nice.
You can see not every player exactly aware of all the possibilities. I don't think they would have played this a ton, but that's a pretty common spot for the CT. If you lost control of the ramp, they can get towards scaffolding, and you can smoke the A ramp as you get in towards the A side as well. You can bounce it off one of the girders at the back wall and actually get yourself in a really prime position. Now, this looks like an interesting boost. So they're just going to look towards middle with this.
Rosen could get his head chopped off it. They're going to go left and left. Rosen, if he keeps jiggling, he's going to meet his demise, and oof, just saved.
Not as pretty as usual, is it?
By the bell. Shots exchanged, all nonetheless, and that smoke doesn't look ideal. Is it towards CT?
You can smoke both of those angles with 1 smoke.
Oh.
That's a nice shot from Amanek. But yeah, there's set smokes you can do that block off every angle. You don't even have to do a set smoke, to be honest. Either way, it's a 2 versus 2. Voxic looks like he's in a prime position to get both of these players, which he certainly will. Strong performance over from Mousesports. I have to say, G2.
Construction.
Yes, indeed. That's the whole idea of it. If you can get that bomb down, you can now cover it from the A ramp.
Oh, and it's gone so perfectly. It didn't cost them much. Smoke, flashbang or 2. And now the afterplan's starting to get a little tense. The CT, sure, they've got the weaponry, but they're going to have to get on that bomb. It can be contested from oh so far away. Shocks, look at that position. He's playing for the time. Clock his best friend. You can see his backpack. His G2 branded backpack. And look at the angle. You can actually see the head of Carrigan. He's playing the way-in game. And Shoxy, he's living up to that Jesus title. Another push from Kenny. Where's Rops? Where's the bomb? He's on it now.
Oh,
Shox
so
looking for another one. Does get the shot.
Has he got such a prime position there. This is such a wild one because you can't really check this from middle unless you fully commit and you're looking to get up there yourself.
Shox and Amanek. Both backs turned. Finds Amanek close. Tags up Shox. Can't convert.
Oh, that was worth 2.
Chris J's going to be tested here. He's actually in a lot of trouble. He's in some hot water. Fortunately, Frozen's found Shox on the other side of the map. But the main body of the assault is coming towards B, but Woxic supporting.
Nice.
And Mousesports, no sweat. 4 still standing. And that will be the 6th.
Nothing really uncomfortable for Mousesports since. Voxic, same Incendiary to get control of the ladder room. Wants out for Shox towards B, but Chris J, like we said, solid towards this side of the map. He'll be bringing it back to a 4-on-4.
Mid-controller clear. Priority for Mousesports.
Yeah, 2 players there, just to know every round. So they're having 1 at A.
They leave Carrigan on his Goblin box.
Yeah, and then 2 towards middle, 2 at B. Just for the initial control, and they can move around depending on what happens.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Carrigan, he can get a lot of information quickly.
Yeah, no one's ever going to rush A. Sure, it's a great side to take, but you're always going to execute it, right? You're never going to walk in with nothing. So it is a reasonably safe bet that he anchors that by himself and just plays in a passive manner.
And the way that Mousesports have been playing this B side is that Lucky, especially when he arrives late, he's got so much to clear. He's just going to walk out with his back out. Chris J pushed up deep, finds himself his second kill.
Yeah, second kill, and it's Jackson 1 HP, Amanek with 29. They have no smokes. Jax is trying to help himself towards the A site. Not going to work out for him. Voxic will drop into the floor, and the remaining two have 30 seconds remaining, and they're heading towards
He just
B.
rotated off. Chris J just started rotating straight towards A. He's going to slow it down, hits
Frozen
the wall key.
is at the middle area, so he can jump up towards the window and backstab him when they go for the plant. We'll see if that comes through, but they've made noise now, so Chris J more than aware. He gets the first kill. That'll be the round in itself. Do they even get a plant out of this? No, they do not. Frozen does pounce from middle, and it will be yet another successful round there.
Could flood in. Roxic boosted up. It's such an aggressive hold from the CTs. It won't be tested just yet, though. Rops will. Passes test number 1. It was Lucky who pushed through the Molotov in pursuit of an early frag. Well, now the frag's been found, and another double up. Shox is there for the peak as well, but now things could slow down. Frozen's looking to test the waters of window.
He seems like he spotted Amanek.
Yeah, he's worked it out. Saw a shoulder.
Nice.
Perfect.
Well then, back to the 3-on-3. 2 successful picks from G2, but they haven't gained access to the site yet. Might have wanted to pounce on that, considering they got the Mac 10s. Could have gone a lot quicker. They were hoping Amanek would find a bit of a wiggle room. And Kenny, yes, that's lovely. Catches Frozen, who's been playing that ladder room over and over again.
Jax is still not upgraded. There's an SG right on his toes. Finally, grabs it. And we'll try and get across to get that bomb down. It's worked out well for him. Swing comes out from Shox, and he does keep Woxic busy, but bomb goes down. Now 2 versus 2. Woxic and Carrigan. Carrigan's a little late to the party. Woxic training his aim on that one, and that's not bad, actually. Carrigan's nade catches Kenny. He knows where Jax is. The call come in from Voxic. 1 versus 1. Molotov to try and at least process of elimination. He's played it perfectly. And that's Kenny's aim directly on Carrigan. He goes for that information now. Hold down W and see if they can find themselves that 4th.
Good flashes. This is much more like it. I think on this map, just grouping up and going in together with basic utility is more than enough, especially towards A when they have 1 player there. They just needed to detect Carrigan was alone.
Now they just continue to twist that knife. Chris J's beheaded. Jax, that was a quick adjustment, caught Frozen. Eyes drawn straight to snipers. And G2 finally, after 8 rounds in a row from Mousesports CT side, they find a way in, and it's A. Carrigan going down early. I don't know how much that's started that snowball effect.
I think someone just realized in that interim round where they had the Mac 10s, it's like, there's 2 middle every single time. There's 2 towards B. Why are we not trying towards A? It's the most common bomb site. Why are we kind of staying away from it? We're just running these defaults. We're losing picks all over the place towards B primarily. And we're losing that ladder room control each and every time. So this makes a lot of sense as to why they made that play. Rops trying to push through the smoke here. Doesn't feel exactly comfortable at this stage. He gives up his position by throwing the incendiary and now going to be hunting him. As he sits towards spawn, looks like he will be going down regardless. Lucky will get him with the wall bang. And it will be the first
Certainly,
round.
Frozen, very aggressive take on middle. This has been his love child on the CT side of Vertigo. Chris actually quick to catch Lucky after making his presence known onto Rops.
That's such a cool smoke.
That Molotov didn't necessarily clear all of sandbags. I want to see that one again. If it did, it likely could have dripped in and covered all of that. Review it later. Carrigan, you'll never guess where he is.
Goblin box.
I think he's trying to make a case to call this corner Carrigan. Early days, but nice frag. Catches Shox on the cross. All members of G2 here. And the beauty of Vertigo is that flank is always something you have to be worried about. Nice work from Carrigan. Jax, he steps right into the crosshair.
Disappointing finish here from G2. 1 by 1 into the position you know he's already at. You've got flashes, at least flash him first before you go for it.
And you can boost. I mean, where Amanek is, you could throw your teammate up on that box, tags him up, but it's not enough. Kenny, quick on Carrigan. 1 versus 3 from the lead fragger for G2. Got a signature weapon, and the magic stick lives up to the name. It's looking great. Frozen on the dankest of flanks. Well, but hang on a second, Kenny, he's too smart for this one. He's got the bomb, and he realizes with all the information available to him, there's no way Frozen's not going to be behind or in close pursuit.
This is such a huge round. If Kenny wins this one with a 1 versus 3 as well, not only does it break the back of Mousesports financially, they'll be in such good state going forward as well. There'll be only 2 rounds left. Mousesports will have to take a tactical timeout and work out the next approach. For now, Frozen has to jump over towards the mid-window. At this stage, Kenny knows exactly where he is. He knows he's got the advantage here.
He has to jiggle, has to force Kenny to pull the trigger too soon, and does it. That's step 1 for Frozen, and now on towards the bomb, trying to bait Kenny into trying to charge him out. Cancels it, and he's done it.
Frozen right now, but it will be Jax fending off Carrigan. Presumably towards the A side of the map. We'll see if Rops can pick up the pieces here. Probably not with just the USP. but they'll give it his best shot, that's for sure.
Amanek definitely seems to have a somewhat of a love affair with the MAC-10, and actually that's so perfect. His smoke arrives as the CTs do. Information.
Not worth it, boys. Back up the ladder we go.
Yeah, never mind. They're just hoping to catch one or two.
This is the T-spawn area.
Take a little spin of this, and it's moved the Ts further back to change the pacing and the arrival time. Gives the CTs more of a chance to set up. It's one of the many reasons why this is being described as somewhat of a CT-sided map, or increasing the CT side of it. Nice practice from Woxic doing the KZ server.
He's got a smile on his face for it. Well then, at this point, only Amanek can really justify hunting them.
Yeah.
Giving on a MAC-10 is probably beneficial at this point. Don't really want that for the final round. He's going to get rid of it whatever happens. And if you can get some extra cash, that's great. They're not exactly going to need it at this point. Every little helps, you know. And he gets it. He can throw it in the same position, the same smoke. Surely they know he's there by now.
Yeah, they're going to solve this mystery for sure, but he can actually back away, force that sight line into Woxic. Catching Shocks. Jax is in trouble as well. Where are those bullets coming from? Down to 30. Karrigan can finish what his teammates have started. The Molotov doesn't actually cause any issues for Karrigan. He can continue to hold that line. Jax might walk into it already. Kenny's gone. Nice trade. Important trade as Amanek keeps things level. Frozen's working on the flank. You can see him crawling down that ladder.
Yeah, with the MP9, it's not ideal, especially
another one
with the overall landscape of this round. He'll be coming towards that A ramp any second now, I assume. As now Chris J left alone. Frozen detected, gives up his position, but he has got a 2 versus 1. No kit available, but now has an AK-47. Flashbang on his utility belt as the bomb's planted. Amanek, he questions it.
Oh, that gives Chris J so much more room to maneuver. Lucky is going to be there to try and get the information, though. But Amanek, as he recedes, it's suddenly 2-1 versus 1. It's the dream clutch scenario, and so close.
He's got his battle with the CZ. Misses his first chance, drops the smoke, trying to buy time desperately here.
Yeah, I don't know what I can do with this one. The CZ close. It's a dream scenario. Only the first. He dips away in the flash.
Oh,
he manages to try and get a fresh mag. It's not going to be enough. Frozen, though, does batter him with his Glock, but Jack's looking to keep attention on him. Nice work. Finds the head of Woxic. Now the numbers don't favor Mouse. Rops changes that. Nice work from him as he crawls through middle. And with bags turned, Rops is doubled up. Finds Lucky. Just one man remains. It Shocks. He's been so damn good. This map, relatively mediocre. Let's see if he can find himself as double digits at least. He's looking for that 1 versus 1. Frozen might give it to him if he slides into his crosshair. Yep, it's a chance and a tag. Rops backing away from this plant. There's so many opportunities given to Shocks, but the bullets aren't landing. And now Mousesports, they will be able to close that one out. I mean, the rotates especially. Yeah. There is almost a necessity. You have to start making noise for some of these rotates, these surprise changes, and therefore perk your ears up. Oh, they could have boosted over that smoke. Instead, it's a 5-man flash push. That flash, how far is it going to get them? The answer's nowhere.
It was a nice try.
I'll give him that. And just trying to keep attention on A. Jax, he does get the 1 on that mid-hold, but Shocks is there to fill the void. Sick with that trade now.
It's nice work from Shocks actually getting in this corner.
And he's managed to profit from it. Frag for Shocks, frag for Jax. As the dust settles, it's 4 versus 3. That could change quite quickly, though, because they are starting to make a beeline for B. Rather appropriately. Smoke will land, but that forces them down the one channel that Lucky could perhaps do huge damage from. How is he not dead? Karrigan perhaps forced off by the flash as well. It caught Lucky, perhaps it caught them both. Now the bomb's not got to go down. Karrigan's going to be doing that. Frozen desperately trying to keep his teammates safe. The gap has been closed somewhat by Shocks on that smoke.
Chance to breathe. Karrigan gets an M4. They have no utility remaining. And 3 kills to find. As a flank coming in, Amanek, he's going to get 1. That's a horrible little angle, and it will be Karrigan now to fend him off. He manages to get the second. He knows exactly where Amanek is.
Now he can just dance around this box, play for the info. Amanek, every step you make, every step, you can play around it. Look at this. It's a gorgeous dance. Back and forth he goes. He's running the clock down. Amanek does eventually overcome.
That is. So this is massive. As Karrigan looks to continue. He will spot the AK, but it gets a wallbang kill. That's very nice indeed.
Of course, the long route through spawn still available to those CTs should they commit. Nice. It's just one click of his mouse, finds the head of Kenny. Back on snipers. This restraint from Mousesports, is it?
They're waiting for opportunities at this point. They know they've got a huge advantage of protecting that rifle that's gone down. Just waiting for them to challenge. They know the CTs are going to have to face at one point. They can't let them plant. They won't be able to hold it off. As the time ticks away, G2 will play themselves as they try and take challenges and getting picked off one by one by Chris J. He's got 3 kills, all of them to his name so far. Shoxy has been very good today, you're right, but he hasn't looked his best on Vertigo. Looking for a one-tap, and doesn't look like it's going to happen. Looks like everything's under control for Mousesports.
Yeah, thanks to Chris J, especially. Huge work from him.
And they were very patient. They didn't panic there at all. That was a good observation, because had they just panicked and gone all in at that point, they run into Lion's Den of a 3-man stack waiting for them with CZ, and that could have fallen apart. They bided their time, waited for the opportunity and for the CTs to make mistakes. As Lucky will wait towards the sniper deck now. Not really much he can do with this. He's looking to get the rifle at the end of the round, I suppose, but they should have thrown that off the map.
Yeah, and Rob wants him.
Oh, there he is.
Kenny from the site. Flashing Jax in, a bit of a mid-round aggression, and it's going to cost them. G2, they're trying to find a way to get that early advantage, but it's just not being found. Instead, now mid has been conceded. Kenny, all he can hold is the boost. And now they're under their skin. They're behind their lines. Chris J can walk, and excuse me, not Chris J. I think it's Rops, actually, who's been left in middle. And speaking of...
He's doing pretty well himself, Chris J, looks like.
What on earth was that?
He doesn't even use the scope on this thing. He just taps away with it. Lucky. Just cowering on the B side here, and Chris J's got his number. He completely cracks open the B side by himself. It could have fallen apart there. There was a possibility of multiple kills. Now Kenny S locked into a corner.
Oh my goodness, at 13.
It's gut-wrenching for them. What can they even do now? They've lost the first pick. Haven't really got a stack going on. Nothing really exciting me about this CZ Deagle situation. They haven't really done any smokes. He's going to have to take something quite special from Shoxy, but he's dealt with in due course. And now a 5-on-3. Mousesports, if you're smart, you just hold up, wait, go in as a 5-man unit, job done.
Yeah, well, perhaps a 3-man unit will be enough to take on Lucky. That's a nice angle from him. It couldn't have been better for the pistol he had. Still not enough. Carrigan finds him. Nice work from Woxic in the meantime. Just Amanek left, and actually that will be enough for him to find a rifle. Perhaps. Nope. Just Chris J's head instead. Not too shabby. Now he can get that upgrade.
Deep in the game, another 14-7 up. If he saves the AK, that's great. It looks like he will be doing that. Carrigan can't check every single girder in towards the T lobby. Amanek will get himself his 3rd kill of the round.
He wants to get Carrigan up the stairs fast. In fact, he crosses and finds the frag. It's huge. They want 15 and they want it now. Shox in response on the AWP. They're trying to mix it up with the double AWP. We've gone from nothing to everything in the AWPing department. Now Jax on that snacks corner. Probably shouldn't call it that.
There's a reason. We'll explain that later.
We'll explain that one later. Still, nice work. Jax with the support of Amanek, still forging a path to keep this B site safe. However, the bomb yet to commit. In fact, in a very big way. Turning tail towards A.
Well, best chance G2 have had to even win a round so far. They're currently 6-0 down in the second half, but they have a 4-on-3 advantage for now. As you mentioned, it's a double AWP setup. Not really ideal if the bomb gets planted, but Kenny S is trying to avoid that at all costs.
He's been avoiding scoping as well. He's so cognizant that this player is going to be coming into his direction. The sound cue's not enough. Carrigan timed him perfectly, and now... Oh my goodness. How does Amanek not hit that? Carrigan.
I don't know.
That is a huge pickup. 2 versus 2 now. Bomb going in courtesy of the Turkish player. Frozen's going to play that close wall. That's going to make it so hard for Jax. He's already found 2 in this round. Shox, he can't do anything on the AWP retake.
Oh, Jax with no utility. A bomb to defuse and 2 players to find. It sounds almost impossible at this stage. They've got a Molotov for the bomb as well. Frozen can deploy that in the next 10 seconds or so, just to really confirm things here. And they spotted the player, and Frozen finishes things off in real nice fashion there. They won't recover the AWP. They don't want on the T side. That'll be a sign of things to come on this.
Out of Frozen's book, and you said it's made of paper.
That was the one I was talking about. That wall in particular, that's the one you can spam the best.
And now Rops does come out of his hidey hole, but he's met by bullets. Hail of lead from Jax and his AUG. Carrigan, grey screen, now forced to watch as 3 members of his squad look to make it 2, look to find a way in. Quick flick, nice.
Not sure what Shox is even up to there.
I guess looking for the information,
right? You've got a 5-on-2. You don't need information. Play the bomb sites. You've just risked this now. You've isolated your player Lucky. If he goes down now, he's got a CZ only, which is likely to happen. That's a chance now. Oh,
and Kenny, he's nearly got caught off guard. He's going to dive for the smoke. It's going to be enough of a guys to keep him alive. Jax shows up just in the nick of time. Bomb's now loose. This round can stabilize. I say that, but Frozen, he's still hitting every shot he takes. Kenny, a similar tag would be attributed to him, but now another body drops. Frozen looking to clutch to take his team to the next stage of the major.
Oh, a bit of style as he makes his way towards CT spawn. I'm sorry, this all stemmed from that Shox push. Didn't have to happen at all.
A crazy flick nonetheless from Chris J to get them in. It was now, excuse me, it was Frozen. He started with that shot onto Shox's aggression, and now he's looking to clutch versus Amanek. Amanek picks up the kit. That's a start.
Right, what's happening here?
I got you, bro. I can work off this.
You can do this one then. This confuses me when this comes up.
I can use it. I've got quick eyes, I promise. Amanek from the elevator side. Frozen, he's going to have the perfect angle. It's all about timing here. And actually, Amanek has the gap. He's going to be pushing Crane. They're going to meet right here, right now! Frozen!